Module 4, Energy Hygiene Basics. Welcome back. This module on energy hygiene is really important. In this module, we are going to start to understand basic hygiene in the energetic sense. If you think of an infant, all of their hygiene is taken care of for them. As the infant grows into a child, they are taught basic daily hygiene. So eventually they can take care of themselves. As you grow and learn about energy, you must also learn your basic energetic hygiene to be able to clear, ground, and be responsible for your own energetic field and the hygiene of the field. So let's get started. All right, lesson 1, let's start with grounding. Grounding techniques. Energy can be wild and chaotic like a storm, but grounding is your way of anchoring yourself so you stay steady no matter what swirls around you. When you are grounded, it's easier to manage your emotions, stay clearheaded, and protect yourself energetically. Grounding is all about establishing a strong connection with Earth's energy. As humans, we're not separate from the planet, but deeply intertwined with energy or resonant frequency. By grounding ourselves, we harmonize with the natural rhythm, which helps stabilize our energy, calm our minds, and bring a sense of peace. It is a way to reset, allowing us to navigate life's challenges while feeling supported and rooted. When we consciously anchor into Gaia's energy, we invite a profound sense of balance and empowerment. When you are grounded, you often feel a sense of calm and stability. Physically, you might feel sensations like warmth, heaviness, but I consider that more like a warm hug, or a tingling in your feet. Emotionally, you are more centered and less reactive to stress. If you feel scattered, anxious, disconnected, moody, those are all signs you are not fully grounded. Simple grounding techniques like breathing, walking, barefoot is best, and visualizing roots extending into the earth can help you reconnect. Now that you have established your own grounding core, you can just intend to reconnect to that at any time. This is not a one and done situation. This is part of the hygiene. And I would advise you ground at least daily. And if you've been in an extremely chaotic environment, ground as soon as you notice or after you leave that environment. When you feel even a little overwhelmed, spaced out, scattered, and disconnected, it is a sign that you need to ground. Most people ground daily at the minimum and more often as needed. So let's do an exercise together. I want you to imagine your grounding cord, and you can just grab that, connect it, and ground it to yourself. Imagine it's like two magnets clicking together. The grounding cord is always available, and it is always around you, but you are not always connected to it. Simply intend to reconnect to that grounding cord. Don't worry about the mechanics of it. Connect it to your feet, connect it to your root chakra. Do what feels right to you. Okay, here's a pro tip. I travel a lot, so I'm on airplanes a lot more than average. And I have encountered babies, small children, even adults really, who are clearly ungrounded, crying, fussy, upset about whatever is going on in their world. And I just use my mind to talk to the baby or to speak telepathically. And I ask that baby's higher self if they would like to be grounded. And then energetically, I just duplicate my grounding cord and hand it to them. Now, in the physical, I am not doing anything more than maybe just looking at the child and smiling. But all of this is going on in my energetic field. I have the ability to do so telepathically, and so do you. So, at any time anyone needs a duplicate of the core, I just duplicate it and share that with them energetically. So don't worry, I'm not doing anything creepy or embarrassing in the physical. It's not going to look like much except a small acknowledgement. And you will find most people accept your gift of an energetic grounding cord, and it calms them and centers them. Now that you have been grounding several times, and hopefully you've been doing this daily, let's just quickly ground so you know it doesn't always have to take a great deal of time. There are several ways to do this. The grounding cord is only one I imagine I have a grounding cord and I just connect it to my body. I feel instantly grounded on a regular basis. On a regular basis, though, I will do a longer meditation about grounding just to strengthen that cord. It is always available to you, and it is always available for you to duplicate and share with someone else energetically. You can ground the room you're in. You can ground an airplane, and it won't ground it. It just grounds the energy of it. You can ground a building, a room, your space, anything. And here's another pro tip. If you are traveling and you're jet lagged, it is because you are grounded in your original time zone. To help combat jet lag, ground into your new time zone. Before my plane even takes off, I imagining pulling my grounding cord up from this, this time zone, wherever I'm starting, and I ground it into my destination, wherever that is. If I'm flying to Rome, I ground it into Rome. I ground into that time zone before I even leave. And that starts preparing my body for that change before I leave. Okay, let's do this exercise together. Take a moment and close your eyes. Visualize your grounding cord. Now imagine reconnecting your grounding cord to your body. As soon as you feel it click, like two magnets, open your eyes. And it's as easy as that. Now, there are other ways to do this. I'd just like to introduce you to a few of those right now. There's a lot of ways, and that is just my way. You can do anything that works for you. Now, the most effective way is to put your feet on bare ground, the actual ground. So that means soil, rock, sand, grass. Or you can sit on the ground, touch it with your hands. You can also touch trees, branches, plants, sit on a rock, hold a rock. All of that is very grounding as well. Our shoes are rubber insulated, and that keeps you from grounding if you go for a walk. So you must take off your shoes to remove the rubber barrier. But I understand it's not always possible to go outside and touch the ground physically. So either use the grounding cord, or another way is just to imagine that roots are growing out of your feet and into the ground just like a tree. You can be in a 20-story building, whatever, it doesn't matter. It will still work. You can be in an airplane, it still works. But whatever you choose, practice this on a daily basis. All right, I'll see you in the next lesson.